Alright, so I'll be recording with a similar list from yesterday, but bringing back a little more of the endgame power from the Catacombs, Sorin the Mirthless. Yeah, cut the Fatal Push in the sideboard. We'll see how we do. Yeah, nothing too crazy about this list. Alright, we're up against a 60 card opponent who says, hey. Give him a good luck. And see what we can do with this kind of slow hand. Oh wow, it's always nice to meet a fan. Oh wow. Yep. And I registered a Sorin today. So hopefully I won't let them down with this match. I wonder if that means this will be a Grixis control mirror. Underground Sea into Ponder. Alright. If they choose to shuffle, we draw a Delta. That's pretty good. Land number 3 for Kolaghan's Command. Although if this is a Grixis control mirror, our main priority would be to get Jace down and then Fate Seal. Another Ponder. That is good. They shuffle again. Now they're gonna pass. Do you think they're sandbagging a Wasteland? It's probably okay to trade like that. I don't think this is Grixis control. I will take another Force of Will. Oh, maybe they are. Or definitely not. I don't think you'd run Lotus Petal in Grixis control. Mox Opal. Okay, this is probably some kind of storm deck. Brainstorm? Brainstorm's good. It's not Doomsday either. Doomsday can't rely on Mox Opal, I don't think. Unless this is like a new kind of deck. But the Shieldred's Edict not looking very good. Okay, they're not making use of that storm, that's nice. Wasteland. Is that different than K command, destroy your opal, you discard? If anything, it cuts out more colors. I guess I'm getting... I should get Underground Sea. Gotta put blue mana. Gotta put blue in your K command. Veil of Summer. Sure. It sucks, but now we're not gonna get our Force Veiled. Sure. It's Raw Veil. Well, that doesn't materially change anything, so I'm not falling for it. Burning Wish. Lion's Eye Diamond. Galvanic Relay. It's a big one too. They have a lot of mana. Okay, there's Besiege. And Burning Wish. And Veil? You gotta be kidding me. It's like the perfect spread. Oh boy. I guess another blue card is good here. No luck. Man. That's a bummer. It was all going fine until that final flip. See if they can afford to cast Veil or not. But they probably can. All they need to do is Beseech here with Veil backup. And I don't even have Cling to Dust. Triple Veil of Summer. Wow. Yeah, they'll figure this out. I'll take Spell Bomb. What else? Meltdown seems okay. Definitely drew some dead cards there, like Edict and Bolt were not great. If we just had a little more... Yeah, if we'd drawn a blue card that turn instead of Island, we could have forced the Beseech and then forced the Veil of Summer as well. So there are worlds in which that worked out. We can cut Sorin. Yeah, Meltdown, I go back and forth on that card. Then Hydroblast is also pretty narrow, since it's only hitting Burning Wish. Yeah, let's go like that. Narset's pretty good, especially on the play. Interaction that ignores Veil of Summer is good. Spellbomb also ignores Veil Summer. Probably shuffle that Jace away though. I think most of their fastest lines will include Beseeching for Gaia's Will. Alright, this should keep us alive. I think I'm going to Ponder as well, actually. Yeah, this all looks good to me. I really hope I don't have to force. Commercial District. Binning a Thoughtseize. That's interesting. Seems like something they'd want right now. Maybe they already have one. Yep. Probably taking Narset. Yeah. Well, now I don't feel as good. Nimble Obstructionist is kind of our ace in the hole. It does things no other card can. Okay. Passing. Alright, well, we need to find pressure. We should be able to find Bowmasters pretty easily. We have so many of them, you know? Oh, nice. Alright, that gives us double force. And Spellbomb. I don't think they have Brainstorm in hand, because they probably would have cast that in response to Narset coming down. But if they have any Ponders, they're just stranded, so that's nice. Lion's Eye Diamond, sure. Murktide to the bottom, sad. I'm gonna take Kolaghan's Command. I don't think I can handle another 1 for 2. Chromox. Pitching Brainstorm. Yeah, that makes sense. Lotus Petal. I feel like they wouldn't do this unless they were planning on cashing out this storm. Maybe not. Okay, they're playing into Meltdown a little bit. I did just send it to the bottom, though. We need to start looking for Bowmasters or Murktide or something. Snapcaster Mage also works, I think. Yeah, I'll just snap Brainstorm, just because I need to start dealing damage, like, right now. Thoughtseize, they definitely have Veil's Summer. I'll just, redraw K Command. Then I'll have Hardcast Force, Force Pitch Force. might be correct to shuffle. Cabal Ritual. Resolves. Beseech the Mirror. Resolves. Song of Creation. Do they have a way to deal with Narset? Maybe like Otawara? They might be using this to just draw a card on my turn. It's going to be really hard for them to have the resources to Otawara. Okay. I'm looking forward to them discarding their hand. Oh, wow. There's no way they just punched into Narset. They were aware of Narset. So Red Blast is a little more appealing because of like Echo and all their cantrips. I think I'll trade one like that since Kolaghan's Command is a little clunky. Alright. Hand looks good. I'll just compliment play. Keep. Might want to use this Wasteland to cast Bowmasters, though, depending on what happens. I feel like Surgical can keep us in this. I'll bin that. We already have one. We're likely not casting more than one. Yeah, these Surveil lands have had a huge impact on the format, I'd say. Brainstorm is good. It's possible I should ponder. So this Murktide gets pretty big. If I draw Thoughtseize, I'm definitely casting that. Unless they represent green mana somehow. They have a lot of cards in hand, but hopefully it'll be hard for them to go off. with Veil of Summer back up. They haven't made a land drop yet. Through Force of Will, that is. Like, Force is keeping me in this. And it's possible I should need to pitch Murktide Regent if I have to do that this turn. Even though it ends the game fastest. Okay, there's a Chromox. There's some red mana. There's a Mox Opal. It's not on yet. There's a Lotus Petal. Shit. What if they have Galvanic Relay? I could Surgical Brainstorms and just see what the best thing to do here is. It's kind of unhinged. Okay, got it. There's no way they keep going after this. Huh. It's Thoughtseize. Let's get these in here. Never F6 against a Storm deck. Always make them think about Force of Will. Alright, I need a blue source here. Perfect. I'll pick that up next turn, actually. For now, let's put a Force in hand. Wasteland you. Murktide will be a 6/6, I think. With the help of Force, we should be able to pull this off. Commercial District, yep. Okay, they're hitting their land drops. All they really need is like a kickoff card plus Veil of Summer, and we'll be in some serious trouble. But I think we should be able to do this. It doesn't matter if it's a... I think if it's a 5/5, that's alright, right? Is it? Snap Surgical is a good thing. 13, and then... Yeah, because I'm clocking for 7. This could be overly cautious, but... it also kind of gives away what's in my hand right now. Okay. Probably playing around Opposition Agent. Ponder. No reason not to Thoughtseize. Okay, it turns out Snap Surgical on Beseech, which I was thinking about since it's such a big part of their engine, would have been the line. Got the GGs. Alright, Epic Storm down. Alright. Took a quick break there and Now we're back at it with a hand with a Jace. Let's see what this Wasteland can do. People always ask me, how does Grixis control beat Saga into Saga? Well, maybe we Wasteland them now. Underground Sea, go. I think I'm just going to Wasteland them. Whatever you're going to do, you're doing it on my main phase. Okay, we're up against Scaminator. Probably. Flooded Strand. That's strange because that does not get swamps. And I'm pretty sure you want... I'm not sure. Hardcasting Lorien revealed, seeming more and more attractive. Yep, here's that card. I guess they have a bit of a decision here. Because all my cards suck. Which one sucks the least? Snapcaster Mage. Sure. It's not what I would have went for. Yeah, I'll take that. See if I can fix this hand up. Not really. Yikes. I think we have a few turns to figure this out. Hardcast Grief is likely our worst enemy here. It's not bad. And I don't want to cast Jace into a day, so we'll wait till next turn. No Bowmasters is quite strange. This is strange. I know about this spread. I think I will ponder again. It might bait out a daze. No, okay. This is the endgame power. We just need to get this bounce on Troll of Khazad-dûm. So it's a little risky. Okay, well, it seems like they were hesitating on Forest Blue card. But if they just have a reanimation spell, they'll probably bury us pretty quickly. But they choose to ponder. Going to the attack step doesn't really mean anything. They could second main reanimate this. They sure do. Alright, if they want to pitch cast this Grief, I think we can just go to the next game. If they pick up Bowmasters, then Atraxa will probably be lethal. But they're betting on Troll. Okay. We're drawing Sorin. Can't block this Troll. I'm starting to wonder if this deck is just really bad against Rescaminator, because I've never had trouble with any of the tempo decks of the format before, or if I'm just not seeing something. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Because I've also been able to handle like tempo combo in the past. I don't know what's so different about this deck that just nothing ever really seems to line up. Maybe I can try to play just full control against them. I've never tried that before. Then this is good against counter spells, so that can stay. And yeah, Bolt seems not very impactful. It's worth a shot. And they operate on low mana, so, and they have just a bunch of swamp cyclers and stuff, so maybe I'll bring back Brazen Borrower. Just because it's a reasonable answer to Reanimated Troll. I got Cling to Dust. Plenty of mana to work with. Let's not lose to Daze. Well, I didn't get a free Entomb at least. Well, here comes this thing. I'm starting to remember why this matchup is so impossible. Free discard spells, free counter magic. Seems like they're trying to take it slow, though. Narset's a good one. But Daze is still something to consider. I might cast it next turn, though. If I may. Orcish Bowmasters. Don't think I can really afford to care about that. It's interesting they took Baleful Strix when they had Bowmasters. Ponder's good. He shoots to shuffle. Stifle check. Seems pretty good. We need to wait a bit, though. It's no clock yet. I'll take an Edict. More Bowmasters. That is worth a force to me. I'd like to keep Narset around. Okay, it's not that bad if they force back, though. So we'll lose Narset. Cast Edict. Have a 5/5 Murktide. See where it goes from there. Wish I could blow this out. This kind of telegraphs that they might have a Daze. But yeah, this is easily blowoutable. Or they might have a cantrip, since they care about Narset, but maybe not. It's hard to say. Hoy. It'd be very bad if Murktide got dazed. Is 4/4 Murktide just good enough? Doesn't feel like it. I think it'll have to be, though, because I don't want to have them keep attacking, you know? Pretty sure their last card is Daze. Mathematically, we're also due to find our own Bowmasters, which would be very sweet. And they could draw a bunch of potentially dead stuff like Animate Dead, Reanimate. Sweet, no attacks. That's perfect. Thoughtseize. Risky. Am I winning this race? Yes, when I Edict. But we'll be patient. Cantrips are such bad draws anyways. If I can escape Cling to Dust, I can also charge my Murktide that way. I'm just going to get rid of the biggest creature. Oh. Oh. Whale. Bouncing my Murktide. It's pretty annoying, but I can't do anything about it right now. Maybe it'll come back even bigger. Now I'll probably come back about the same size. An additional black source sure is nice. Alright, what's going on in that hand? Not revealing the tech. I bet it's Hydroblast. So I think I'm starting to figure out why this matchup is so confounding to me, and it's because in the past, in the older iteration of this deck, Blue-Black Scam, I advocated to not use your life total as a resource because between the little Bowmaster pings, nickel and diming, over time, it would usually result in your game loss. Whereas here, I feel like that game I did use my life total as a resource, and because they were only really chipping in with bowmasters and stuff like that, it paid to be really patient and not give up on ever being able to, just never giving up on being able to interact with your graveyard. So I think maybe I'll stick with that. So that means mulliganing. We're going to be looking for a hand with either force or surgical. Although they don't really like make move on turn 1 because they don't have Dark Ritual. Does anything change? Yeah, I'm still invalidating Hydroblast, which I'm pretty sure is crucial. And yeah, I think Strix is good. Although it does feel like Murktide Regent was a breakthrough for this matchup. They just can't really deal with it. Potential trade with Atraxa too. Oh boy. This is good against like a Troll Reanimate. Reinforce Go, that seems to be what they're up against here. Brainstorm is nice. We're gonna Ponder. Cling is good. I will hide that on top. Keeping a card over there. Douthie Voidwalker. Certainly a powerful effect. Especially with my lightning bolts out. So we really have to erase this thing now? It's not impossible to Brazen Borrower. And we'll just be red blasting all of their cantrips along the way. I think I just have to ship from the Catacombs. Makes me sad too. Spell Bomb. Could sit that in play, but we also have Cling to Dust. Which can also swing a race since we are probably looking to gain life too. Okay, I'm going to sit back for a second here. There's Wasteland. Better start this race, huh? They have Bowmasters. Alright. Part of me was hoping they'd just cash in their Voidwalker for more Bowmasters. Oh well. That's a mono wasted. I could have cast Spellbomb. Force of Will. Huh. I just have no way to look for black mana, unfortunately. I think I do need to bounce that Voidwalker. But I'll give them one more chance to throw it away. Okay, they're down to trade armies. Sure. Alright, I'm dying for a black source off the top here. Please. Shoot. Well, that's not good. I'll play a Spellbomb. I will pitch that to Force, though. Brainstorm is good. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. Send it. Does it work? Not quite. Send it again. God, I feel good. Graveyard locked up for a second anyways. 3 cards in hand. What's gonna happen? Maybe they'll play Murktide Regent. I think our best draw is still a black source, though. Spellbomb's usually a 2-for-1, but I'll trade it with Reanimate, that's fine. Help! Oh yeah! Yes! The hard cast Grief. Well, we're definitely casting Snap. Maybe we do need Bolt in this matchup. Voidwalker and Grief being somewhat problematic. Are we casting Snap? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that makes sense. I'd love to draw Bowmasters here. Land number 5 for a Cling Escape is not bad. We can also get Brazen Borrower in. It's going to be real tight though. Can't say I'm super optimistic. Here comes Grief, causing much grief. I can't even really afford to play around Bowmaster pings anymore, I don't think. Ponder. No, that's risky. They might have a Hydroblast in hand. Either that or they can just like afford to play the rest of the game around Pyroblast, which also makes sense. The problem is next turn I won't even have the option to play around or like play this as a last resort because I'll be at 1. So I gotta do it now. There's Bowmasters, wonderful. See if they just go face here. It's honestly kind of likely. Dang it. Well, I didn't shuffle, so I guess that makes sense. Alright. I'll Pyroblast anything. Anything that will get Pyroblasted, that is. Reanimate Bowmasters. Ooh. Me without Cling to Dust. Shooting Brazen Borrower. So they want to play control. Let's double block here. Animate Dead Troll. Well, that's probably it for us. But I feel like this has felt better than any of the last times I've gone up against this deck, so I'm going to count this as a win. Alright. Truly a confounding deck. I haven't heard many people talk about it either. Aside from arguing over who invented it. Mana Station. I wonder if that's like the power station. Reclaimer. Strong card. Okay, there's a land. I doubt it will be appropriate to brainstorm, but that is an option now. I'll probably just island cycle anyways, though. Seems like the best use of the mana. And with Sorin, I don't really feel like I need to hold out and save this as like a endgame threat. Oh, Glimmer Post? Okay. This is different than I thought it was. Let's round out our colors. No fear of Wasteland. Lightning Bolt. Okay, beautiful. Then I'm going to brainstorm right now. Nice. That is good. What did I reveal? It must have been in Volcanic Island. It must have been the island cycle. Alright, let's see if they activate here. Of course they do. This leaves them without green for a moment. But I doubt they'll be without green for long. So for Scaminator, really good to be on the play, I've found. Don't cut your lightning bolts. Yeah, maybe if I just cut my entire top end against the deck. I'm going to try that next time. Okay, they have tons of mana. Got it. Hopefully Force of Will hold out here. Thoughtseize will be nice as well. They'll let me know what I need to hold up here. I really want to cast Strix, so I have a shot at a 4th land next turn. Okay, well, they don't have a Narset, so I can't ignore this ring, unfortunately. I've got a Force for the first Titan. I got an Edict for the second Titan. They'll have tons of mana, and then I'll have to kind of rely on Fate Seal to do everything. It's not great. But that's why we play Grixis Control. Every game is exciting. And I have a Wasteland in this deck, too. It's kind of funny. Okay, no Cavern, that's good. Although if they did draw Cavern, they might just wait. They have Crop Rotation. So this will get Cavern. So if I do this, they at least can't cast a Titan for 1 turn. Is that worth it? I think so, because if they get Cavernous Souls, like, yeah, what's the point of anything? What's the point of all of this? Strix technically checks Titan as well, but I mean, they'll have like Eye of Ugin at that point. We're not in good shape. Jace. So let's see. They play a Glimmer Post. Doesn't enter tapped, does it? No. So that's 1, 7. No, they tap these for 3, 4. I mean, if they have to tap this for green, though, it doesn't work, does it? Hold on. Tap for 3. They can tap their Glimmer Post for green. So yeah, that doesn't work. I need to spin for like Force of Will right now. Okay, cool. I mean, the next Titan will be uncounterable. Maybe I can find Snap or something by that point. And let's get our hit for 1 before they gain 3 life next turn. We'll untap with Jace, so that means we win the game. That is what that means. I've never forced anything so fast in my life. You know, if I found Wasteland and went after that Yavimaya, could do some real work. Cling to Dust, not really what we're looking for here. I can't shuffle, so Brainstorm is also not that great. I could Cling and then get 2 cards deeper. I'm likely just going to Edict this Titan, though, and then have to try and fight whatever comes out of the Eye of Ugin. So I probably just want to Cling. Oh, I'm choked on black, though. So, oh wait, no, that's fine. I have enough black. So I might as well make a land drop. Or maybe I should play Sorin and start working towards a dome for 13. Because that's realistically how I'm going to win this game, I think. Yeah, I think that's good. I'll Edict next turn. The Mana Station, indeed. They're filling up. Filling up good. Also, make sure not to target this Cloud Post if it's untapped with your Wasteland, because they can copy one of my basic lands here and entirely fizzle the Wasteland. I think that's how it works. I wonder if I should have taken a Titan over the One Ring, because that does give them a much more clear route to Eye of Ugin, which is like their kind of inevitable endgame. Yep, there's Eye. Finding Wasteland for Eye of Ugin is probably actually preferable at this point. Echoing Deeps for what? Glimmer Post? God, so much life gain. Oh. I want to cast something else. Once Upon a Time. Okay. Reclaimer. It's not so scary. I mean, it is scary, but you know what I mean. Plus, Bowmaster's a little anemic, but it could get over the line. Brainstorm. Force of Will, not bad. Actually, not great either. So let's throw... Actually, I think I'm going to throw Bowmasters. Just because digging is paramount right now. And can I afford to surveil? So what am I looking for, really? Oh, I just played a land. Well, because I need to shuffle anyways. I guess, what? Nimble Obstructionist can do some work, so yeah, I probably need all the mana I can get here. Shit, there's Wasteland. Damn it. Blue card for force if they go for Ulamog. 2 lands in graveyard, so I can hit this with K-Command as well. But I might want to see if I can get them to discard the Eldrazi they tutor for. Alright, hit for 1. And I really want to be shocking with K-Command too, just because I really need to get them to 13 as soon as I possibly can. This costs 7 to activate? Yeah. And these are all tapping for 4. So 12, 13, 14, 15. They can't do it all unless they have another Locust right now. What the hell is this? Green Suns? Certainly not. Okay, now please cast that Reclaimer too. But they'll probably just hold up Eye. I mean, they could do both. If they do it right now. No? Fine. So what if I had 2 K-Commands? 2 K-Commands. Sounds like a dream come true. I will reveal Cling to Dust again, right? Oh no, I never did. Okay, Brainstorm. Shit. What's the point in wastelanding Ayavugan? There isn't really one. I could wasteland Cloudpost, but they still have that Reclaimer as insulation against my sweet K-Command line. Very disappointed. What if I wasteland Ayavugan? They still have 12, 15, 16 mana right here. What if I hit a Cloudpost? Then they have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not even Ulamog mana. So yeah, the move is definitely wasteland a Cloudpost. Well, it is Ulamog mana because of this freaking Ayavugan. I feel like Ulamog is manageable though, in its weird way. See, I'm definitely wasting one of these. I have to. And I guess that would make Reclaimer a 3/4 until I cling there, and then probably need Bowmasters. But yeah, I don't want them to exile both my Planeswalkers. That would be so sad. It's probably unavoidable at this point though. Yeah, I'll probably cling, pick up these Bowmasters, try and get them closer to 13. Have emergency Brainstorm available. What if I found Thoughtseize after I wasted them? Because they would float the mana. Yeah. Okay. How about that? Could have told you they were going for that one. Okay, so there's a land after that. So this is 2 looks at a Snapcaster Mage or something. I guess I'll let that Mana Drain. Snapcaster being a 1 of, important to note. Shit. Alright, well, this just got a lot harder. Crop rotation. Is this punishable in any way? They still have Ulamog mana, right? They need 8. 3, 6, 7, 8, yeah. Dang it. They probably just want uncounterable Ulamog. It's not even the 10-10 I care that much about. I mean, it's bad, don't get me wrong, but it's that cast trigger that's killing me. I could have also found Nimble Obstructionist. That could have been an out. And then we could have Dome for 13, 15, 16, 19, hit for 1. That would have been sick. I love Nimble Obstructionist. Oh, interesting. Yeah, this doesn't really change things. Maybe they'll cast Reclaimer first. Get some Edict Installation. No. Yeah, I can't do anything about this. Now they cast it. Sad. They did everything right. I'm just talking shit. Alright, let's get through those lands. If they draw a land, this will backfire. Going to 1 is pretty funny too. I guess if they draw a land, I'll just I'll do something. We have some outs here. I guess if they want to insulate the card in their hand too, they can search with Eye of Ugin, which is kind of funny. Oh yes, this was also an option. So I kind of messed up again. But I was honestly kind of expecting to cling to dust anyways. But I probably shouldn't have let them do this either, because then they can get another Glimmer Post. Oh, they have Endurance. This card is my worst enemy, by the way. No matter what, Endurance just ruins everything. Alright, Opposition Agent is our best friend here. Force of Despair deals with Eldrazi. It doesn't deal with Ulamog, actually. From the Catacombs. We're going to need that insane bomb potential to keep up. Although Murktide Regent, that might actually... I think that would have won us that game. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe if I played Sorin a turn earlier. No, I think I played Sorin on turn 5, right? Yeah. I don't think there's any world in which I should have played Sorin before Jace. I mean, it was pretty close. We were on the draw, right? Yeah. It matters. Yeah, we can K-command. It's a little clunky. And I'm tempted to cut a land too because it really takes them a while to get going. Still technically 19 lands. We have a few generic pips in there. Wasteland's not completely dead. Mulligan. Okay. I can work with that. Get one of these brainstorms out of here. Please don't reveal a Leyline of Sanctity. Okay, we're good. And after showing them that Singleton Wasteland, they might actually be pretty incentivized to do the whole Pithing Needle thing, which I like to treat as a mulligan. There's Endurance. I think we just take Green Suns, and then depending on what that Once Upon a Time comes up with, we can also strip Endurance. But their hand is not that good. Aside from Grixis Control, Worst Enemy Endurance. Vesuva. Haven't seen that card in a while. Okay, running out the Cloud Post, sure. Nice. Alright. We're not clocking, unfortunately. And their mana grows. But if we can start jacing... Okay, now we are clocking. Brainstorm. Obstructions is good. Let's put back Bolt. Shit though. Lane number 4 is good. I can't pick them both up. We'll find one. I told you. It's a good one too. Narset. That's good too. Yeah, let's play Narset in Wasteland. Take Force. Go after real Cloud Post. Bring him down to 2 mana. And hit for 1. Now rings are like pretty bad draws. Okay, they're back at 5 mana. Yavimaya will get them a Primeval Titan. Do I just take another Force here? Cling to Dust has the grinding potential though. No, I'm pretty sure it's just Force. And hopefully hit a land here. Beautiful. And Bowmasters. Okay. It's coming together. Let's hide Jace on top. Hopefully I don't have to stifle anything with Nimble Obstructionist. But if they play Cavern and Titan, I will have to. Okay, looks like we're good. That last game where we untapped with Jace and lost, it's the exception that proves the rule. This time, if we make it around with a Jace... Did I forget to cast the Bowmasters? No. No, because I wastelanded. Brainstorm. And Sorin's back too. Everyone's like, we're gonna like redo that last game and actually do it right this time. Hell yeah, everyone. Did I play a land yet? No, maybe I did forget to cast Bowmasters. I might have made a huge mistake. It might very well may cost us the game. Glimmer Post makes these races like really, really slim. Although we can stifle one now. Endurance. Force that. Got one unknown in hand. And now, can't really attack with Strix anymore. Reclaimer? Sure. Should be able to find a way to deal with this. It's probably safest just bounce it though, to be honest. Then I'll draw Sorin. I'll be clocking more. These are the advanced Jace lines that they don't teach you in school. Pithing Needle. We knew this was a possibility. So their hand is Boseiju, Reclaimer, and one unknown. We can pivot onto Sorin and just treat Jace like we spent 4 mana on Unsummon and Brainstorm. This could be a huge mistake forcing Pithing Needle. I think if I let this resolve, then I want to counter Reclaimer or stifle one of its activations. This is tough. I don't really have outs to Pithing Needle, right? Well, we're running out of time, so I'm gonna say Jace above all. Okay. We were not insanely punished. And there's Bolt. Had a feeling that would happen. I don't think there's any way in the Grixis color pie to regrow a wasteland. But I could be wrong about that. I mean, I'm sure there is some convoluted way, or maybe like an artifact. Well, there's Crucible of Worlds, but yeah, that doesn't count. Alright, we're clocking now. Brainstorm. 2 bolts. Okay. Forget Sorin, I think. $11. Hit for 4 next turn. Okay. If they don't do anything, I think I'm casting Nimble Obstructionist. Or wait, maybe I can just bounce Bowmasters for the last ping. Yeah. Yeah, that works. That's really annoying. I could stifle that. I think I have to, right? If they get Glimmer Post? Why would they get Glimmer Post? They're probably going to go for something bigger. Although Glimmer Post does give them 2 extra mana. Yeah, sure. It's not worth it. Fulamog, yep. Stifle that. Now we gotta deal with this 10-10. That if we bounce is not great for us. But we might want to. Never mind. I mean, we were due to find one of these, right? Their draws are so messed up right now that I'm just gonna Fate Seal. No, you can have a ring. Even if they fog, like, and draw 1 on my turn, that's 1 point of damage. I'll take it. Brainstorm. Okay, now I need a force. Miss. Okay, Sorin and Lorien Revealed gone. Okay. Okay, they don't draw. You have a Maya. What's your last card? Is it Emrakul? Doesn't seem like it. Ponder. See, Maya is screwing up my clock. Screwing up my chess clock. Alright, let's see if this combat goes through. Force of Despair, okay. I'll take care of any blockers. How about a Lightning Bolt? Okay. So we're just right under 7 minutes on our clock. Yeah, I don't see any reason to side any differently here. The commentary might get a little cramped. Maybe I'll take 1 K command over 1 force. Too late. It's cool. This hand rules. There's no force, but I think we'll be okay. Well, there's kind of a force. Do I need to force a Reclaimer, though? I hope they just don't play one. Okay. Awesome. So far, so great. Okay, that's worth casting for sure. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, here we go. Although I don't really want to pitch Murktide, so hopefully I don't have to cast Force this turn. Okay, it seems like we're good. Play that. Bin that. There won't be time to cast it. I'll force just about anything you do. Yavimaya. Wasteland target. Nothing. Okay. I kind of hope they Pithy-Needle Wasteland, actually, because then it won't be suspicious if I just play this Wasteland and don't activate it. They might have been thinking about crop rotation there. Okay, Bowmasters. That'll pick up some slack, too. This is very suspicious. Or maybe they just think my clock is too low for anything else. I am casting Opposition Agent at the end of turn no matter what. And then I'll need to tangle with Endurance. Shouldn't be too hard. Are they going to go for a ring here? No. No, that just resolved. Okay, they likely have Endurance then. Ponder. Okay, well I got an Edict for an Endurance. The bad news is they'll probably target me. No, they're targeting themselves. That's super interesting. Well, then I guess there's no reason not to do this right now. This plays around Veil of Summer. Kind of cool. And yeah, they can put Endurance back into their deck. I think I'll be able to fight that thing going forward. Wasteland you. Alright. Got a couple of forces, a clock. Pretty big clock starting next turn. Don't have a force anymore. Well, I have one force. And hopefully a lot of their draws are cut off. Smashing hard. Yeah, hopefully whatever they come up with is just too slow. And if I find a bolt along the way, if I can get them to 4, Once Upon a Time is good. They have no posts yet. But I don't think they play fetch lands. Cavernous Souls, that's scary. Probably naming Giant. They can decline to search. But then I guess Murktide is flying over it. Pithing Needle, sure. What did they name? Wasteland, okay. Like I said, the only way I'm going to recur this is if they do it for me via an endurance, so I think we're good. There's the bolt. There's the bolt. As long as they don't play Glimmer Post, we have the reach in hand. I should ponder. Yeah. Give me that land. Glacial Chasm. Well, that will buy them a turn, at least. This doesn't prevent loss of life, but it prevents all damage. They are at 4. I mean, do they pay the upkeep? We need to make sure they can't recur this. There's some really messed up loops with that card. Okay, they're at 2. Vesuva for Thespian Stage, okay. What was that after that? I don't think I won it, whatever it was. Wait, did I? It might have been another cantrip, right? Yeah. So, how do I break through this? I mean, they can't pay the upkeep next turn. I'll take a Force of Will for sure. There should be a window. Well, not if with the upkeep trigger on the stack they copy Glacial Chasm. Endurance, sure. They can't attack me. The reach is annoying, but I have a different form of reach in my hand. So, shoot. I mean, next turn I can counter that with Obstructionist. Once Upon a Time is good. Yavimaya. Yeah, next turn I'll just counter that trigger with Obstructionist, and I do want to land. I don't want to put my upkeep stop back in, so I guess I'll just fetch right now. Another bolt. Okay. Wish I had a land. Don't trigger the cumulative upkeep. I mean, don't counter the cumulative upkeep trigger. Counter the Thespian Stage. Oh, there's the land. Could have won right now. Okay, they can't pay. I have Force of Will. Cloud Post. Passing. Okay, awesome. Taken down 12 post. I guess I'll take just one quick break after that. Okay. Very good against a Wasteland deck. And we get to try out our newest tech, Murktide Regent. Something happened in the upkeep? Okay. Island Ponder. This all looks good to me. Scalding Tarn, activate. Taiga. Goblin Welder. Alright. So this is probably Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Taiga kind of giving that away. Things could go wrong if I thought seize. Let them untap with Welder. Holding up Cling to Dust does seem safer. I know I'm definitely playing the Swamp. And Kolaghan's Command is traditionally very good against these decks. But also, if they just play like Fable of the Mirrorbreaker next turn, that won't be good. But let's wait. Saga. No attack. Thought sees you. Seek the Beast. That's cool. Ooh. Pyroblast is the biggest pain here. They kind of needed to hit that Ancient Tomb off Questing Druid, so that's pretty lucky. If I take Pyroblast, that clears the way for Murktide pretty well. But Karn is a problem in general. Karn is the strongest card here. I'm gonna take Karn. And see what they want to do. I assume they're going for Grindstone here. Mox Opal. Painter Servant from Exile. That will allow them to red blast just about whatever they want. Double Servant. That'll turn on Metalcraft, so maybe I just bounce one of these servants here. If I draw a Lightning Bolt, I'm gonna wish I had double red. Double blue seems good for going forward, though. I don't know. I think this is right. This petty theft would have been reserved for a construct anyways, and they didn't make one, so there's that. Bowmasters. So I need to shatter this servant right now. I don't want them to untap and be able to pyroblast my K command. So let's see, they float one. Cast Painter. And then I'm just gonna have to hope they don't draw mana, right? It's not a great spot to be in. And then this is probably better than making them discard. Yeah, they can't draw mana or an artifact. Doesn't seem very good. They didn't float. I guess they didn't need to. Shoot. Well, guess I'm spinning for Force of Will. Snapcaster Mage. I doubt they'll wait. Yeah, they're just going for it. Well, it'll work this time. Meltdown, Hydroblast, Opposition Agent. One surgical on the draw is okay. On the play, I think I'd rather just have From the Catacombs and then try and make Red Blast a little less good. Spellbomb's kind of nice too. Then with that in mind, maybe I will just take a... Ooh, no, I want that. Yeah, maybe I will just take one surgical here. One force is fine. The creature combo deck. I wish I saw a little more of why they had green, but I think it's because it's probably a Soul Cauldron build. But why are those decks green? I don't know why I put that together in my head. Oh, duh. Because of Questing Druid. So it might not be a Soul Cauldron build. It might just be a grindier version of Painter. Although I feel like I've seen Questing Druid and Painter before. I just can't remember when or where. Okay, looks good for me. His hand is powerful. I'll likely start with a Surveil and then get some basics. They've been known to bring in Magus of the Moon against Grixis control. I was hoping for a Goblin Welder there, but they probably know better than to play that. Land number 4. Commercial District. keeping their surveil. Urza Saga. We're in a similar position to last game. If Bowmasters can pick off the first construct, that's pretty huge. Ugh. Well, I guess that's not that bad. It's not bad until we draw yet another land. Great Furnace would be a problem, even though it makes Meltdown better. Oh wow. I was not expecting that. Not happy. Do I just play Sorin? How does this go wrong? They float one, get Grindstone. Even if they play a Soul Land after that, they need like Spirit Guide. I'm not saying this isn't greedy. But I think we should try and pull ahead here. It could be good next turn. Might not have a target for Catacombs, that's for sure. If they get Pithing Needle, that means they're not getting Grindstone. Pretty sure they have Red Blast. It's probably what they left up last turn. Because it's really hard to believe they have no way to advance their own game plan in their hand for 2 or less mana. And yeah, they're tanking on this tutor here. So it doesn't seem like they have a super fast line to the combo. They also know I have a Thought Seize. Oh, does Sorin double reveal? Reveals to me, and then I reveal to them. Okay, they are playing control. That is fine with me. We still have some more stuff to do in hand. And once we ever get like a servant, like a Meltdown, we'll be in good shape. Cling to Dust, okay. Well, let's Thought Seize first. Okay, well, are they gonna like destroy all my lands or something? If they so much as point a Red Blast at one of my lands, I will bounce this Painter's Servant. Do I just take the other Painter's Servant? So many Red Blasts. Moloch is whatever. They'll have a hard time casting that. Yeah, what's the point in even starting to work on these? I should just try to invalidate them. This also gives me a target for from the Catacombs. No attack is disappointing. We gotta start digging here a little bit. Ponder, okay. Another one. K command. Yeah, it's pretty good. but also surgical. I could bounce Painter and extract them. See if they give me the opportunity to. The Stone of Grind. I guess this would be their chance to do it until they hit another land. Could already be in hand. Alright, see if they want to fight over this. For sure. Now we get K command, which is pretty cool. Lightning bolt is awesome. Yeah, I guess we'll just try and run them out of stuff. I'd rather have bolt get pyroblasted. Yep. And they're very smartly playing around surgical. Hope they don't have, what's it called? Okay, that just resolved right away. I could extract painters. I mean, what else is surgical for? Just to mess with a welder activation? I think if they cast another painter next turn, I'll just, yeah, just bounce it and surgical. Oh, they hit a land, though. It doesn't seem like they have it. Okay. Moloch. I can fight and win against a painter. Also, if I from the catacombs a painter, then they can grindstone me, so that's not good. See if they want to fight over this. Sure. That checks out. I probably would too. Alright, now we just gotta be patient. Gotta find that, meltdown, and we can start doing Sorin again. They can make a pretty big Moloch. I think X needs to equal 5 to draw a card. And if I ever really need to get something through that Pyroblast, I can cast a surgical extraction targeting it. We knew that was there. Edict is nice. I'm kind of regretting regrowing the Borrower now, because from the Catacombs on a Borrower would have been real nice right about now. But our grasp on this game is getting very strong. Oh shoot, Soul Guide Lantern? Well, now I am definitely having to go after their graveyard. I can dodge, though. This will be a new Cling to Dust when it hits the graveyard again. There's Meltdown. Pretty sweet. I'm gonna see if they want to just Red Blast this. No. Okay. They'll probably draw a card here. Just put the clock on, you know. Still holding up. Bolt Edict. Feels pretty good. Almost all of our lands are out too. Two fetchables remain here. Yeah, from the Catacombs would have been a giant hammer here. We just haven't really had the opportunity to cast it. What's this? Moloch? You bet. Goblin Welder. I might not need to reveal this. Oh yeah, Hardcast Force. Probably just do that instead. Bank on this Sorin ultimate. I know they still have Pyroblast, but like I said, I can force the action on it with a Surgical Extraction. Sure. Multiple lanterns, that's interesting. Usually it's just like a target for Saga. I don't think this game will last much longer. But what I could have done is trade Surgical for Pyroblast. Oh, and Snaring Bridge. Okay, well, now we gotta... Oh, wait, no I don't. Still got the Sorin ult. They have one unknown. So even if they can stop this, my Surgical Force plan will work. Okay, cool. Thanks, Sorin. On the draw, I probably need one more Force, and then, sadly, from the Catacombs, can get cut. Or maybe not. Thoughtseize is probably just a lot worse. Yeah, it looks good. Didn't get to check them for any Blood Moon effects. And maybe that I should have just surgicaled anyways to see their sideboarding plan. Yeah, I probably should have done that. Hand looks good. Can stop a welder in many ways. There it is. Nice. But just in case they go Soul Land Magus, I will do this. Saga. Grindstone. It's a lot less scarier, lot less scary than Servant. I was really scared they were going to cast a Servant. Yeah, it's good. Let's do this first. I want to be able to clock, because this is asking one of their last 3 cards to be a land. Engineer, okay. No construct is good news. Are they going to race towards a combo? Put a Servant in the yard? Oh, and Snaring Bridge. That is interesting. Would they really sacrifice their Engineer to do that? Thoughtseize was an awesome draw. Ooh, Imperial Recruiter. No mana to cast it. My hand ignores Red Blast. It's quite clearly a Servant. Right? Maybe not. Imperial Recruiter is a grindy headache, obviously. Generating all that value and stuff. They do need another land first. Yeah, I'm gonna fight what's in front of me. I might be able to get them to sacrifice their grindstone if I just act scared. Also, I'm gonna do this. Yeah. I look desperate right now. I'm saying, please don't do it. Please don't do it. Oh, come on. You know you want to. Please? I mean, they'll probably just ditch their Opal instead. I really don't want them to cast Recruiter. Are they gonna see through my shit? Yeah. Well, that's a bummer. I guess I'll just Bowmaster and pick it off. Do they have like an Ornithopter to turn on Metalcraft? Oh, that's good. Very grindy. No attack, yeah, makes sense. Alright. I sure would love to cast Sorin right now, and maybe because of this surgical extraction I can afford to do that even. Let's see, if they draw Painter off the top, Yeah, it doesn't change anything. I think I'm just free to cast this. And I really hope I'm not wrong. Nice. Swing in there. Soul Guide Lantern. I was wondering if they were going to go after their own servant in respect of surgical. That would have been interesting. So now they do have Metalcraft. I think we'll be okay. Opposition Agent. That one's cool. How about a land? Brainstorm, okay. They might just Red Blast if I do this. If they don't, I'm pretty sure I can still... Well, they'll probably Questing Druid at end of turn, and then I can decide whether or not it's a good idea to Opposition Agent or not, or if I just need to hold up the full suite of interaction here. Okay, cool. We'll continue to ignore that Red Blast then. I don't think they could have known that that was like their last chance to make it good. Then next turn I can Meltdown. Seems pretty good. There's no point to Meltdown right now, right? Or would that just... Yeah, no, I want them to play into this. And then if I can hold on to this Bolt... No, I don't think they're going to block anyways. I think I can trade this for an actual card, not just life total. Oh, they're doing this now. Interesting. Chaos Defiler, Karn, 2 Recruiters total, 2 Druids total, 2 Molochs. Okay. The combo has been stripped until they get Karn. Then Karn can wish it back. And I think it's probably good to Opposition Agent here. Nice. That locks up our positive record. That wasn't really the right matchup for Murktide, but it does feel like so far the biggest breakthrough has been with Riskaminator. I think Murktide might be key to that. And also just sideboarding completely differently than how I have been. I even sideboarded wrong in that final game against them, I think, because Lightning Bolt would have been so huge there. Okay, one more to go. Alright, here we go. Final match. Against Yuki, who usually plays Show and Tell. We have a Force and some Bowmasters. Kolgon's command, not always very relevant, unless they're really reliant on defense grid. It doesn't always happen, though, in game 1. Misty Rainforest go. Seems pretty show and telly. Another land. Don't mind it. So we could play Strix here. Get on board. But I think Bowmaster's clock's a little faster. And we might want that Brainstorm. And I guarantee you we'll be casting Force of Will in this matchup. Oh. Well, this is good. Now I can get more reps against this deck and try out my sideboarding plan again. Animate dead on that. I really don't want to force this. But let me see. K command plus Bolt can deal with that. Probably easier to force it. Maybe I should be treating this game one kind of like Reanimator, like, yeah, probably not going to win game one without a very specific hand. I should see what they follow up with though. So let's force. Now that we know this isn't show and tell, let's play Strix. Narset. Should be good. They might just turn around and reanimate this thing again though. Yep. Alright. 5 cards still in hand. Pretty gnarly. Murktide Regent. That would be the thing that would race, that's for sure. And if they have to fight really hard over this, then maybe they're not fighting so hard over something else, you know? Bolt you. Attack you. It works. Murktide Regent. Well, since that resolved, I think that means we're good, right? We're insulated against an edict as well, which is pretty nice. Bowmasters. Okay, we're not insulated against an edict anymore. But we're still racing pretty hard. Oh no. Bull. Alright, they got a force. Murktide won't fall to the Strix, however, because it has no power. So that's nice. But now to win this race, we need some reach. Ponder. Yeah, I mean, we're probably just casting that, right? Well, damage went through. There's Lightning Bolt. Hopefully they don't have another force. We're beating Daze. Nice. So yeah, I think we have deduced that Murktide is absolutely key. So that's cool. At least that. Now let's keep testing this sideboard plan. Just have the graveyard on lock. Stop all of their plays. Leave in Lightning Bolt. Like this. I had Fluster last time. I think I can trade one Red Blast for a Fluster Storm. Maybe on the draw I can trade. Go like that. I also had Opposition Agent, since they have trouble with creatures. But that really only stops Entomb and like Swamp Cycling, which is not nothing. But I think at 3 mana, especially on the draw, does not seem great. Yeah, we really need to capitalize on the life lost from Reanimate, I think. So we're looking for a hand with Graveyard Hate and some way to develop. This is not that. It is a perfectly playable hand, though. And if they go Douthie Voidwalker, then we have that taken care of. And they have Grief anyways, so like, what's really the point in mulling hard for one piece of Grave Hate? If they take Bolt, we'll likely see Reanimate on Grief, and then they'll probably take Bowmasters too. They take Snapcaster Mage. They could be settling in for a longer game here. But they do have the Reanimate, so they'll probably take Bolt now, right? Excuse me. That sounded like Marge. Or, oh, homie. That's Marge's sisters. Down to 3 cards over there. Nice. And I think I want to play on basics, even though there might be a Murktide. It probably won't be for some time. Right now we just gotta hope they don't have days. Ponder. I'm gonna Red Blast that. We're just trying new things against this deck. Okay. They might have actually taken Snapcaster Mage because maybe they want to reanimate it. Okay, this is good. I'm glad one of their last cards was also a land. Do not mind that. Or a land. Surveillin. They like the card. It's a little concerning. Reanimate my Snapcaster Mage. I don't really want them to do that, but it's fine. Then I should try to force this reanimate, right? And then I just can't lose to days, so this will happen. Man, what did they put on top of their library, though? Concerning. I'll take that. Their last card also could be Blue Blast. Unfortunately, I don't think they put a cantrip on top of their deck. Yep. Had a feeling it was days. I should not have played into it. That's what I said last turn. But then I didn't think they had it. Red Blast. Could be good. Hopefully they topped like Murktide Regent. I'm starting to regret not forcing that first reanimate though. I don't think them taking the 2 was that big of a deal. Brainstorm, sure. Sure. All right. Got a few turns to figure this out. However, they are up on cards to us because we had to force. And they're griefing shenanigans. Well, we might get them to grief here. No. Now they just have 3 cards in hand. Likely counter magic. Well, let's ponder. Gonna shuffle that. Thoughtseize. Not great. Pretty bad, in fact. This also might be a cut on the draw now that I think about it. Ooh, Brazen Bar? Okay, we're done. Yeah, I feel like there might have been a way to win that game. Maybe if I forced the reanimate on Snapcaster Mage instead. But now we're on the play, so maybe Thoughtseize is fine. And give me back 1 Narset. Trim 1 Bolt. We didn't see any Douthie Voidwalkers. I mean, it has our ace in the hole. And a Force of Will, so I will keep this. I think I'll bin that. Start getting this Murktide ready. Brainstorm. Alright, I'd like to find some graveyard hate here. I guess Thoughtseize is also fine. And we'll see if I need that bolt or not, but I might shuffle it away. Ooh. Okay, I need to try and ignore that blue blast. I think it's pretty clearly just Douthie Voidwalker here. Then we'll see if they feel like they can afford to Wasteland. Maybe they'll go after Badlands, who knows. If I can stick this Narset, that hand is looking a little sad. But I mean, they'll probably go after the sewers. Yeah. No surprise there. And nothing. No ponder? One consideration could have been taking Force of Will and just relying on Brainstorm's good. Relying on that Lightning Bolt on top of my deck plus you know, whatever else to deliver. They probably got rid of that blue blast, but I hope they didn't. I want to see if I can get this Narset in. No luck. Just gotta be a little more patient, I guess. Okay, they shuffled away some part of that equation. Probably fatal push as well. They probably didn't want that. Ponder's good. Then nothing? That's strange. Let's brainstorm. Put back a land and then I think brainstorm here. And if they present something I need to force, this will be a tough decision, I think. Hopefully not. Hopefully I can just untap, cast Narset. Voidwalker, sure. Let's edict that. Wonder if I should Murktide instead. I have 2 forces to win that fight. I think I'd rather have Narset. This could be crazy. But they still have so many cards in hand. Okay, so they had 2 forces as well. Alright, we did it. Take an edict. Yeah, I doubt they still have fatal push. I'd be super surprised if they did anyways. Nice. Cling to dust for sure. Man, now we chill, I guess. They'll be hard casting those things pretty soon. And we do have the edict for that. Hardcast Grief is our worst enemy for sure. Not much to be done about that. I will edict it. I bet they'll take Brazen Borrower. Yep. I'm thinking their last card's likely Daze. Or it might be a cantrip, I'm not sure. I guess the sad thing is if I had gone with Murktide, I probably would have won by now. If I just like won a fight over Murktide Regent. They haven't shown me really anything that can deal with it yet. Do I take surgical? Yeah, I think so. Nice. So now the scariest thing is like hardcast Troll, I think, and hardcast Archon. Hardcast Grief is also pretty annoying. Could just extract Griefs, so we don't have to deal with that grindy nightmare. Force, no blue card. Can reasonably expect to hit one off Cling. Can we though? I've already cast a lot of blue cards. Brazen Borrower. Orcish Bowmasters. No, they still had the Fatal Push. So that was likely their last card all that time. I am going to extract Grief. I don't want it part of the game. Atraxa and Archon and Entomb, all still part of the mix. It's the last time they'll be able to go after our graveyard. Now we can counter anything directed at our stuff with the paying cost phase. Now we have a blue card for Force. I wish we were clocking harder, but this should work out. No Brazen Borrower cast. And I guess I'm in for forcing a Bowmasters too at this point. Just want more cards. Another Bolt. Okay. Alright, that's good for them. Perhaps we've cracked Riskaminator at long last. Because yeah, even though the one match we did lose this league was to Riskaminator, that kind of felt like an epiphany moment. and I'm glad to see it realized in the final match. Jury's out on Wasteland. I don't know about Wasteland. It might have really helped us against Cloud Post, but I haven't really had trouble with that matchup without Wasteland. So maybe we cut Wasteland, get my Spell Pierce back, but double Murktide Regent definitely seems like something approaching a solve, and that's really exciting to me. It's sad that it kind of only affords space for one Snapcaster Mage, but does it really? Like, seems like there's always enough stuff in the graveyard, and if you're like escaping Cling to Dust multiple times, you're probably feeling just fine about the match. So cool. This has been a success. I will see everyone next time. Feeling great.